Hello, it's the Randy Duck and welcome back for another video. So today I have 3 videos to show you in the Tier 10 German tech tree tank destroyer, the Waffenträger E100. Now, as the video title will tell you, this is the 3rd mark video, so we have 2 games leading up to the 3rd mark of excellence and then the one where we finally achieve that 3 mark. Now, if you want to see the equipment and crew setup I'm using in this tank, you will see that at the bottom of the screen as I speak. So, here we are for the first replay then, and we're on Serene Coast, and we have 1 enemy artillery in the game, and no enemy light tanks by the looks of it. Now, I'll be honest with you, I'm not a massive fan of this map. Probably my Waffenträger E100, but what I'm going to do is just play like a traditional tank destroyer, come to this sort of rock position where I can hopefully cover my friendly teammates down the 1-2 line there, and the plan is essentially just to be patient, wait until an enemy tank makes a mistake, gets caught out in the open, and then we can use this devastating clip to take them out. Now, I tracked the first shot in to try and keep that E50 in place, then try and finish him off. Unfortunately, I only managed to pen 2 out of the 4, but we do start off the game picking up 1,000 damage, which is always a good start. Now, I am running in the Waffenträger E100. It does have 2 different guns. You can use a 750 Alpha gun with 3 shells, or you can use the small gun with the 560 Alpha with 4 shells. Now, the 560 Alpha for me is the best gun. It's absolutely devastating, frightening clip potential when you combine it with the fantastic interclip. You can just get over 2,000 damage out in such a short space of time, and you can just delete a tank and then go on reload, and you've got a 30-second reload, which is not too bad considering how good the clip is now, and then you're back ready to sort of delete another tank. So yeah, the clip potential in this tank is frightening. But as you can see here at the start of this game, we haven't, not a lot's happened for us. We've just been a little bit patient. This object 140 comes out in the open now. We're hoping maybe we can get a shot into this tank. What I'm really hoping for is to try and keep my hit points as much as I can, so later on in the game I'm able to just trade out with tanks on full health. I can just trade out shots. But we're going to take this opportunity to get a shot in this enemy tank destroyer. He does put 1 shot in, or a tank puts 1 shot in. We lose quite a lot of hit points, but at least we managed to get another 1,000 odd damage there and a kill, putting us onto 2,600 damage now, and whilst we're back on reload. A pretty close game at the moment, 14 versus 13, and it is going to be one where we do, we're not doing a lot of movement right now because it's not really a lot of places we can go. With the artillery in the game, obviously the Waffle is going to be a big artillery target. We just got to be patient really, and kind of just wait for the enemy team to make that mistake, and then you catch them out in an unfortunate position. So this enemy Ruthless, which we did see spotted over there on the right behind that building, is actually in a position where it could get killed if our team shoots the destructible building. I don't know if they realise that it's just a destructible building. So I kind of want that building to go. Unfortunately, they're not really shooting it, so I'm going to have to waste my clip just to get rid of this building, which is not ideal because I didn't, I wanted the single shots to do that, and then I would have deleted the tank. But I just didn't feel like that was ever going to happen. So I took the opportunity just to get rid of the building, and then the Ruthless has got taken out for it. So yeah, not too bad. Not slow start, 3,200 damage, but still a lot of tanks left to potentially get some damage in. It does kind of look like we're winning the 1 line, maybe, but there's still a few heavy tanks over there, fairly hit points. So it's a little bit unsure at the moment if we're going to win that side or not. But enemy Fun Police gets detected in the open, and satisfying, I was just ready there waiting for a clip, and managed to put us onto 4,500 damage now with 2 kills, and we go back on to reload. You see, I have retreated back again here. It's just to try and get a different angle for shots. Obviously, I've got to be careful. I get detected where I am right now. I am in the open and could potentially get shut down very, very quickly. But I just wasn't getting the shots I quite wanted from where I was. Again, I am just sort of patiently waiting for another opportunity to get a clip in while we're on reload. I'm hoping these heavies are going to overextend for us to get a shot. Now, I kind of waste a clip right now because I look at this object 279E. We're never going to pen this, to be honest with you. It's just never in a million years going to pen it. But I just wasted it just thinking, oh, maybe I'll get really lucky and it'll go for a cupola. But it's at that angle, that was unlikely to ever happen. And that has cost me an opportunity to shoot that tank there, which I could have picked up a kill if I wasn't on reload. But, you know, it is what it is. We're still winning this game. It's 9 versus 7. It is still close, though. We still haven't confirmed the 1-2 line, or I do feel like we have the advantage over tanks and numbers on that side, considering we still have our enemy, our friendly artillery in the game. So, in theory, that our artillery should be shooting down at those heavy tanks, and they're going to slowly get whittled down. But I am waiting again just to see if enemy tanks do sort of over poke the ridge, because it only takes a very short space of time, you know, if I can trap them in place to end up taking them out. But I am thinking about starting to move up now because not a lot's really happening. I'm getting a little bit, you know, anxious, wanting to get another clip in. So I'm going for the third mark of excellence. At this stage I don't want to do anything too silly, because I know that if I can just get one more clip off, then I can, you know, that's going to put me above sort of 6,500, and I'll probably move up slightly. So I just wanted to basically, you know, just stay in the game and just wait for that opportunity. We do get detected, so we have to get fall back. But we're not actually getting targeted, which is interesting. But now, if you look, you can see our friendly tank destroyers moved up to sort of the A3 location, which is kind of pincered those heavy tanks into one position. I mean, they've done well, the enemy heavy tanks over there, to stay alive really for that long. And I'm going to try now move up to see if we can get any more damage out of this game, because our friendly team have started to push down on the right hand side, and that's sort of taking control of the map a little bit, giving us a lot of freedom to try and move up and see if we can get another shot of damage, you know, another clip of damage off. Enemy backchat gets spotted. We're looking to try and finish him off. He is on a one shot, but we don't quite have the angle to get that shot in. So we just wait and see if he's going to poke, but I just don't think it's going to happen. So we're going to move on. We know there's still a tier 9 waffle left on this map, and he's probably most likely fairly healthy, being the fact that he's not been detected all game, or at least I haven't spotted him all game, so I'm assuming that he's probably healthy. So I'm just going to try and get towards the base, because looking at the mini map you can see where our positions are. I'm pretty sure the rest of the enemy team are probably in their base location, because there's not many other places for them to be. So making my way across, an enemy heavy tank, I think enemy Polish heavy tank gets detected. He is full health at this stage. I'm sort of hoping that I can get over there before we get eliminated by our friendly team approaching down the 1, 2, 3 line. So just going to try and make way over. I've still got 1,300 hit points, so I can sort of eat a shell or two and then trade off my clip, which is what I'm hoping to do at this stage. Enemy heavy tank is a one shot, but there's the waffle tank, which is also full health, and we should be able to finish him off here and pick it up another 2 kills in very quick possession there. On 4 kills now, 6,600 damage with 2 tanks remaining. Enemy Waffle E100 is pretty much full health actually. It's just enough so we can actually clip him out. Obviously he can clip us out as well, but we're hoping we're going to try and catch him off guard and just get the clip in before he's even able to react is the plan. But I'm just going to go over there, you know, 6 versus 2. It's unlikely that we're going to lose this game. Just want to get over there and get some more damage out of this game, because if I can get any of that hit points to the waffle, it's going to be great. So we do manage to catch him out. We get 2 shots in, 3 shots in. So we managed to pretty much take him out before he was able to turn his turret round. That's just how quickly you can delete tanks in this tank if you do catch him unaware. That puts us on to 8,400 damage and 5 kills. And a tiny bit of assistance with 1 tank remaining, which is the enemy Batchat, who does only have like 100 hit points, so, or no, even less than that, like 2 hit points there and a dream. But we're just looking to try and get that extra kill in, just to try and pick up the 6th kill, get that Top Gun medal would be nice. But I'm more hopeful than anything that we're going to make it, because I think it's going to get taken out by our friendly tank in front. But he is still alive, so we're just going to stop and wait and hope maybe he moves across into our path. We might be able to get the shot in, because it's looking possible here. So we're just going to try and make our way across. He does actually kill our friendly Sturf, So it's looking more and more likely I might be able to pick up the kill if I'm lucky, but he's then running into another TD. But I do get an opportunity to get this shot in, and we do pick up the shot, and it wasn't a back chat. I don't know why I said it was a back chat. It was a Century in Action X, but there we go. So that is it for the first replay. 6 kills, 8,400 damage, getting the ace tanker and the high caliber there and the Top Gun medal. But we've 2 more replays to come, so it does get better. So let's move on to the second replay of the video. Okay, so here we are for the second replay of the video. This time we are on Canis, where there is no enemy artillery, 2 enemy light tanks, and there's quite a few tank destroyers in this matchmaking. So initially we're going to try and push up to the sort of G7 location, where I like to just sort of go initially, just in case anything gets spotted, and we're able to catch something off guard and just get that early shot of damage in. Sometimes you can catch some tanks crossing across the sort of A67 line, making their way to the sort of windmill, and you can try and get some early shots in. So that's where I'm initially going to push to see if we can get some damage in. We do a enemy TL100 light tank get spotted driving around, sort of being a pest to our friendly team. So I am going to try and move over, and if we can get any shots in, it will be obviously important to try and take care. It's a good tank to take care of. It's going to make our life a lot easier if we're able to kill this tank. So it's looking like we'll all have the opportunity to get a shot in. We fluffed the first shot, which is not ideal. We then get a second shot in, which tracks him in place. It repairs the track, but it slows him down enough for us to pick up that kill, connecting with our last 3 shots, and put us onto 1,000 damage, and more importantly, killing that enemy light tank. So we get lucky as we cross there, but a shot gets absorbed and actually hits our gun and doesn't do any damage, which is really good for us. But we're making our way over to this side because we've seen an enemy light tank, the second enemy light tank remaining, the only light tank remaining I should say, and I was going to see if there was a way for me to take him out, because if I could, it'd be quite helpful to our team that we've got rid of the main vision of the enemy team. So I'll make my way over. I'm thinking if I can get round there I can try and take him out, but an enemy E4 gets detected, so it's not really going to be possible for me to push in without taking a lot of damage. I am going to see if I can try and track this E4 and see if we can try and take out this E4. It'll be really handy. He is waiting for us. Unfortunately, we eat a shot. We do at least trade off the hit points we've lost into that E4, putting him onto a potential 2-shot for us now. I was hoping to try and track him, if I'm honest, and then with this tank, because you've got such quick interclip, if you get a shot through the track and then they hit repair and they burn the repair kit, you can just track them. You can keep them permo track basically if you're able to get them caught out in an unfortunate situation, and then you can basically take them out with your clip potential. So a decent start to the game, 2,000 damage, enemy light tank destroyed, but it's still a very close game. I don't really want to play peekaboo too much with that E4 anymore, and I'm just moving around again to see if there's any other ways we can get, any other areas we can get damage from. And with our friendly tank pushing so aggressively down the 8-9 line, he's probably going to detect some stuff which we might be able to get some shots in. We've seen an opportunity to get some shots into this Sturv. We do manage to land 1 shot, but then this light tank is starting to shoot us from behind, which is a one from earlier, and it's kind of a bit of a pest for us, unfortunately. He is a 2-shot to us, but yeah, where he's playing is kind of preventing me from getting shots into that Sturv and that IS-7. And now this enemy E4 is kind of pushed up, and again that's not ideal, but he is a 2-shot to us. I have kept 2 shots in my clip, I haven't gone for a reload at this point. E4 gets slapped and put onto a 1-shot. He then gets taken out by our friendly light tank, which is good news for us, and we're going to see if we can kill this light tank. He pokes to put a shot into us, and then we kill him very, very quickly, and that puts us onto our second kill. 3,500 damage with 9 tanks remaining. Is still a very close game at this moment in time. So we are on reload. As you look on the 1-2 line now, the enemy team have started to push out of the city and started to come around towards our base. So I'm going to make my way back again over to the base and see if we can get ready to catch someone out if they try and make the cross, and we can then pick up some damage. So We don't really want to get detected early. We really want to try and let the enemy team cross, and then we can catch them. That's the best thing about this tank, catching tanks unaware, and you can just take that damage very, very quickly. So we're waiting, we're hoping that these enemy TD or enemy heavy tanks are going to cross into the open, like this enemy type has done, and now we can put 2 shots in. We don't stay for the 3rd shot because it's a tight and it could potentially one-shot us, so if he's firing the HE. So we don't want to take that opportunity, so we just decide, let's quit while we're ahead. We've got 3 shots in, let's pull back to safety. And we drop our reload, waiting on reload now. Enemy type has been destroyed, so we don't have to worry about that threat. There's still an enemy TD here, Tortoise I think, and with if we get Tortoise does get taken out now. But we're just going to wait for this reload to come off, and then we're hoping there'll be still something there for us to shoot. Like this enemy heavy tank here, who we managed to catch side on. We set him on fire and pick up a kill, and just like that, we're now on 7,000 damage with 3 kills. Still a very close game though at the moment, which is always fun when it's actually even like this. But we're on to our reload, and it looks like the enemy tanks have now pushed behind us and started to make our way in towards our cap circle from the other side. So there's an enemy waffle here which we're going to try and take out. We've just got to wait for our reload to come off, and then we should be able to pick up a bit more damage. With a couple of seconds to go, unfortunately for us, it gets shot just before we're able to pull the trigger, and we would have picked up a bit more damage there. But we do at least get the kill and take care of that threat. Bring us now to a 5 versus 4. There is an enemy, a Death Star around this corner, so of course we've got to be careful of the Death Star, because depending on what round he is firing, he could also one-shot us as well. So we do have to be careful of that tank, but we are just waiting. If he tries to cross, maybe we can get some shots in. But yeah, we've got to just be very, very careful by the fact that it is such a close game, and we're on 7,000 damage with 4 kills, and we've got a real opportunity to get some more damage out of this game. We can land another full clip, we can get another 2,000 damage, and we're getting closer and closer to that 10k mark. So I'm thinking what I'm going to try and do is push through the town. And what I'd really like to happen is what looks like is going to happen is our friendly light tank's going to come with us, because if he's able to push through and spot them for us, maybe there's some tanks camping at their base. If the light tank spots them, I'll be ready to put a clip in. So that's the plan, because I don't really want to be the one making the push, because obviously I'm going to get detected. I don't have the good camo, and then I'm going to eat a lot of damage. But if he pushes forward and spots for us, we can then get some damage in potentially. I'm really wanting to try and sneak up behind that Death Star, but we can't do that until I know the base is clear, because if I go round trying to get the shot into Death Star and there's tanks in the base, I'm going to get caught in the open. So you can see I'm waiting here, because I can see our light tank is pushing down the one line. If he continues that push, then I'll be able to shoot whatever he spots, and we can get a bit of teamwork involved and try and get some damage in. So our light tank does go through, he spots the stirb, we miss a shot, which is not ideal, but we do connect with the next one, and then we connect with the next one and pick up a 5th kill, bringing us to 8,500 damage, 2 tanks remaining, and we are just going to push forward with our, we're on 5 kills, again, got another opportunity here to pick up the 6th kill, which would be nice, but I'm just hoping that I can catch this Death Star, who I know is pretty much full health, and pick up some more damage. But I'm hoping our friendly team selfishly don't get the damage, because I want to try and get to the 10k mark, and I just need that last clip. So here's the enemy tank destroyer. He is full health, as I said. We're coming off to reload. Oh, it's enemy stirred. We get 1 shot in, we get 2 shot in, we need 1 more pen now for the 10k mark. Just trying to find this enemy Death Star. He's around here somewhere. He does get spotted. Thankfully, he doesn't roll high enough to take us out, or we could have got took out. Annoyingly, we bounced our 2nd shell, which we had no reason to bounce our 2nd shell, because we had time. He'd already fired. But, yeah, which would have put us a bit higher. But we do get over the 10k mark, which is what we wanted. We do pick up the 6th kill. Unfortunately, this Death Star's going to take us out here. But, yeah, it doesn't really matter, to be honest, at that stage of the game. And that brings us then to replay number 2. And how do we get on? We get over 10,000 damage, 6 kills, do get the ace tanker and the high caliber, and the Top Gun medal again. And that's it for replay number 2. One final replay to come, which is of course the one where we achieve the 3rd mark of excellence. Okay, so here we are for the final replay, the one where we achieve the 3rd mark of excellence. And there's a bit of deja vu here. We are back on Serenco's, we are back on the same spawn, and this time there's 2 enemy artilleries and 1 enemy light tanks. But we go to the same position which we played the first game. This time we do have a friendly tank with us as well, so it's going to make it a little bit awkward to play the position, but we're going to do our best here. And we try and knock down a tree. Annoyingly, we knock that tree down in the wrong position, so it's not going to give us the cover we wanted. But an enemy tank destroyer, the new tank destroyer, comes around and gives us an opportunity to pick up 3 shots of damage, and that's a very great start to the game. Because at this stage of the video, I think I needed about, I don't know, I was about sort of under a percent. I didn't quite need a percent, so I think I needed a fairly, probably need about 0.5%, so I think I needed about sort of 8,000 odd damage to confirm it, is what was in my mindset right now. But there was an enemy Avery here, which is not good. I mean, both of us are trying to play the same position, so I'm trying to, it's awkward because we've got 2 enemy artilleries in the game, so we've got to try and hug this wall, otherwise we're going to get shut down by them. I've also got this Avery in a real annoying position because he's going to spot us each time we poke, and obviously it's an Avery, it could just one-shot us, so we've got to be very, very, very careful. But thankfully we got off to a good start and got that early damage into that tank destroyer. That always has relieved the pressure a little bit when you get that extra bit of damage in at the start of the game. So I'm just waiting patient. You can see our friendly team have pushed up down the sort of 1 line, and we're trying to cover them here. Enemy S-Barn gets spotted, F3005 I should say, gets spotted moving across, and we get 2 shots into them, putting us onto just shy of 3,000 damage. And now we've got these 2 shells remaining in our clip. And we've got another opportunity to shoot a TD, which we've caught out in the open, and that's put us straight away onto 4,000 damage, which is a great start towards getting this 3rd mark in this video. And we're still full health. We do have an enemy medium tank who's managed to push right behind us. I'm hoping he gets taken out because it's going to be awkward if he's behind us here. We're still, you can see we swapped to a small mini map. That's because I'm very conscious of the fact that Avery's there, and if he is going to try and poke, I want to be trying ready really to get the shots in. But that enemy medium tank as well has got to try and be aware of the fact that he's still alive, albeit he is pretty low hit points. We do manage to get another 2 shots off there, and then a 3rd shot in quick succession, killing the enemy 4005. And now we've got this medium tank behind us, and we have to hit this shot. Thankfully we do, and we get our 3rd kill in. Artillery is trying to ruin our day and try and get some shots into us here, but we're behind this building, which rock, not building, a very funny building. We're behind this rock, which gives us a bit of cover from the artillery shells coming in. And as long as we stay as close as possible, it's going to be difficult for them to get the shot in. They may be able to splash us if they hit the right spot, but we've got to be very conscious. So it's a 9 versus 9. We've got to a really decent start, 5,000 damage, 3 kills, but it is still a close game. I'm hoping if we win that 1-2 line, those medium tanks may be able to shoot down onto that Avery, and if that Avery gets cleared out of position, that's going to free us up to just try and move basically and get into a better location to try and get some damage. Enemy tank destroyer gets detected, but we don't really have any shots at them where they are, but if they keep pulling back, maybe we will. So we're just sort of waiting patiently again to try and get some more damage in. We've done well to get 5,000 damage out of this position. Enemy Terrain gets detected, coming close around the back. Now obviously we've got to be careful with that Terrain. He does just get slapped, and I'm assuming he's going to get taken out because he's in a very aggressive position, but we do have to be careful. Enemy Avery has moved and is started to get shot by our tanks in the drawing the 1-2 line, and I'm hopeful that they're going to take him out, and then that's going to free us up an opportunity to move. And that does happen. He gets taken out, and now it's freed us up a little bit more freedom. I need to wait for this Tyran to die. I don't want to get detected by the Tyran before we move, ideally. But I'm thinking about doing the same thing again and moving down the sort of 4 line and trying to get closer towards the damage. because there's still 2 artilleries in the game. They do have a lot of hit points. Enemy Death Star crosses, and we fluff an opportunity to get 2 shots into that Death Star, which is a shame. But we might have another opportunity to get a small shot into the turret if we're lucky. We're waiting. You know, if we keep spawning back, we may have the slimmest of shots. We do get one in. Hopefully we can finish him off, and he just moves there, and we don't finish him off, which is a shame, because it would have been important just to get rid of that kill and confirm him. But at least we get that one more shot in. And the enemy Tyrann has died, but the enemy artillery, as you can see, is starting to hit us, and we want to try and move out of there. We lose our spot from the Death Star. We try and cross out of that situation, because I don't want that Death Star pushing down and probably out spotting us, and then picking up the kill, because he could, if he's firing the sort of HESH or the HE, then he could obviously one shot us, so we've got to be careful. But my plan is, right now there's 2 enemy artilleries in the game which are likely to be in their base. The Death Star is a one shot. I'm not overly concerned about him pushing through our base and capping us out. I am just instead going to try and get to the artilleries. I don't know where the heavy tank is, but the artilleries, I'm guessing, are in the base, and I'm thinking they're probably going to be full health. If I can get one more clip off into those, then that's probably going to be enough to complete my 3rd mark. So I'm making my advance over to the base. I'm hoping I'm going to try and catch one of them out, and get the shot of damage in. Now that is the plan. Just want to dump this clip, and just get that one last clip off in this game. So I'm making an advance up to the small mini-map so I can see exactly what happens here. But as we make our way around the corner, we spot an enemy heavy tank crossing. We get 1 shot into the heavy tank, 2 shots into the heavy tanks, 3 shot in, and we finish him off there, and we caught him out again. Artillery does get a shot into us in return, but now that's hopefully maybe done enough to get this 3rd mark. But we're getting pushed by this enemy artillery. I'm trying to pull back. I don't want to get shotgunned by this guy. He's obviously, he wants me, but we're going to play a bit of ring around the roses here, go around this rock, and we're just trying to make this awkward as possible for him to get the kill on me, because every time he's out in the open he can get shot by our friendly team here, and that's what happens. He gets killed by our friendly T92, comes to the rescue there, pick up a little bit more assistance. Now we are on 4 kills, 7,800 damage, 600 assistance with 1 tank remaining. That tank is the enemy Death Star, and I'm thinking at this stage he doesn't have a lot of hit points left. I'm going to get in the cap circle just in case he does try and cap us out. I just can't be bothered to try and chase this tank down, to be honest with you, at the moment, because I think he only had like 300 hit points left. So I'm not that worried about it, and he is near our base, but if I get in the cap circle before him, then it's impossible for him to cap us out, because he's not going to be able to do it now, because we've got the beating on the clock. So he can't cap us out, which means he's going to have to come out of the base and come back to try and kill us if he wants to win the game. So we're just going to wait for that to happen and just see if we can take him out before he gets here. But he may not even be able to get over here in time, to be honest. But we do have a friendly medium tank as well, and he takes him out. And that brings us then to the replay. So we get 4 kills, just shy of 8,000 damage, 600 damage, and we confirm that 3rd mark there with the high caliber. So thank you so much for watching, and as always, happy tanking.